weekly baseball chat, Morehead State Baseball, with head coach Mike McGuire. I'm Matt Schabert from Athletic Media Relations. And, Coach, another very good week for you. You go 5-0 last week, and now you have a 10-game winning streak, which is a school record. It's kind of amazing to believe, but a couple weeks ago when this team had lost 6 straight and hopes were pretty low, your team, something clicked and you pulled it together. Now you've magically won 10 in a row. And just talk about last week's performances and what's going well for your club.
Well, we had a lot of guys play well. Anytime you go on a win streak like that, it's more than one guy, and we're getting contribution from an offensive standpoint up and down the lineup, really 1 through 9. And, we've got better starting pitching, and I think that's been a key for us as well during this stretch. We set out the year with high expectations. We started the year very well. We played like the Bad News Bears for about a 10-day stretch where we had that losing streak. But at the same time, we got a veteran club. We knew, we're very talented and we're capable of rattling off a win streak just like we rattled off that losing streak. And so, the guys stayed pretty focused and, just took one win, and then, we kind of got on a roll. And we've been playing well, and we hope that continues.
Offensively, as you talked about, your club is really hitting on all strides right now. In fact, for the viewers who are watching this, your club actually leads the nation in batting average, doubles per game, and on-base percentage. And for the program, just talk about, you try to be there at the end, but you're leading the nation right now, and that brings some good notoriety, I think, to the program.
Well, yeah, and I think probably the stat that I'm most proud of is that we lead the nation in on-base percentage because, batting average sometimes is an individual thing, but on-base percentage is a team deal. It's something we preach from the first day in the fall is get on base, just get on base. And if you look, we're really high in the country in walks per game. We're really high in hit by pitches, and then obviously in batting average. And you add all those things up, and you're on base a lot. And that's, being on base creates opportunities to score. And we're also one of the toughest teams in the OVC to strike out. And so, those are all formulas for having a good offense, along with having very good players. And, we're a veteran club offensively. You knew going into the year what Brandon Raw, Kane Sweeney, Chris Robinson, Robbie Spencer, Nick Newell were capable of, and they're all having great years. And then obviously Ryan Kent, as a sophomore, has, gotten to another level as a player. But I think the biggest key for us offensively over this stretch is that now our freshmen are no longer freshmen. And you look at Braxton Morris has really settled in and done a great job at second base and hits at the bottom of the lineup but has a very high on-base percentage. And those were things that early in the year were a little hard to comprehend, in the team philosophy, I think, for a freshman. Evan Warden's, done a good job at third base since Alex Stevens went down with injury. And, so those are keys for us offensively. And key to being a good club offensively is 1 through 9. And I think we've become that.
What would you like to see going forward from your pitching staff? As you said, a couple of good quality starts, some good bullpen here. Would you like to see maybe more full games put together, maybe a little longer starts from your starting pitchers?
Yeah, I think just more consistency. I think, Craig Piercy's kid we moved into the rotation. He was better in start 2 than he was in start 1. And this week coming up will be his third start. For him to keep getting better each start, be more efficient with his pitches, so his pitch count doesn't get high so quickly. Luke Humphreys has pitched very well the last 2 times out for him to continue to pitch like he's capable. And then, David Calderon, has been up and down, as sometimes freshmen are. And it's time for David to, realize his potential and fill the strike zone up like he's capable. When he does that, he's got as good as arm as anybody in our league. But, he's kind of created his own mess some. And I think that's a key for us is consistent starts out of those 3 guys, and then, some other guys, we got to cut the walks down. That's the big thing is I think some of our undoing pitching-wise has not been ability. It's just creating our own mess, getting guys too many free bases and then we give up a hit, and as opposed to maybe giving up another hit or two, but less free bases. And I think that's the biggest thing for us from a pitching standpoint. If we can cut the free bases down and eliminate those, and because we have a lot of confidence that, regardless of what we give up, we can score that many more. But we need to make it easier. We need to win a few more games going away.
A couple guys out of the bullpen that have had very good outings lately. One's a freshman from over in Winchester, Brent Stoneking. Obviously, last week at UT Martin, pitched 3 innings, almost perfect. And then Tyler Keel's been very good at the back end, kind of replacing Craig when he went into the. And then you actually got a save from Aaron Go, who's continued to battle some injuries, I know, but good to know that maybe you can put him in one of those situations too.
Yeah, Brent Stoneking obviously has been huge for us over the last 3 weeks. He's pitched in a lot of ball games, and it comes down to he's very efficient, throws a lot of strikes, fills the strike zone up, and he doesn't beat himself. And that's important. It's not like every ball game we're in is 2-1. We're scoring our share of runs, and we want somebody that's going to fill the strike zone up, and Brent's done that. Tyler Keel has been lights out his last several times out of the bullpen, and was again this weekend at Martin, and we want that to continue. And Aaron Go is, Aaron's, I think unquestionably, one of, if not our top pitcher. Unfortunately, we can't quite get the workload out of him we would like, or he would like, but when he's available and ready to go, we're going to give him the ball.
One last question before we wrap up this weekly chat with head coach Mike McGuire. Let's look at this week. You've got 5 games scheduled this week. 4 of them are at home. West Virginia Tech on Tuesday, and then at Eastern Kentucky, which is a non-conference game, and then a big series with SIU Edwardsville coming up this weekend.
It is. It's another big week, 5-game week, and at this point in the year, you want to play. You don't want to practice. The guys want to play, and I think you stay in a rhythm by playing. And so, we're excited. We added the game with West Virginia Tech. We tried everything we could to get a D1 game. Just really wasn't in the cards, so they were willing and able to play, and so we wanted to play. It's better than practicing, and it's better game experience for our freshmen that are getting an opportunity to get in there. And then we go to EKU Wednesday, and we're going to start playing a single game every year midweek, and just close proximity, an hour and 15 minutes away. It's easy travel, so we're going to do that. So we'll go play them again. And then Edwardsville's coming in. They're second in the league. They've are off to a good start in the conference, and we're going to have our hands full. They've been playing well, but we look forward to playing at our place.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot for chatting with us on MSUEagles.com this week. That's been our weekly baseball chat with head coach Mike McGuire. I'm Matt Schabert from Media Relations. Join us again next week right here on MSUEagles.com.